Britain must relax our borders. That's according to the German ambassador to the UK, who said if Britain wants to have closer ties with the EU, we must relax our borders. In other words, we've got to let in all the migrants from Europe into the UK if we want to an agreement, some kind of agreement with the EU. And I wouldn't put it past Starmer to agree to that. I mean, we've already got no end of migrants arriving. If he does that, then there'll be even more coming over, just because he wants to rejoin the EU. And we all know he's a Remainer. We all know he hates Brexit. He hates us for leaving the EU. You can't trust Starmer. You just can't trust him. This is the price we shall have to pay if we ever rejoin the EU. But you can bet your life that slowly but surely we shall go back into the EU bit by bit, and then we'll become a full member again. And by that time, it'd be too late to do anything about it, thanks to Starmer. I mean, Starmer, like I said, Starmer cannot be trusted. He's a liar. Because he would love for us to rejoin the EU. He'd love Brexit scrapped if he could get his way, and all the other Remainers in the Labour Party. This is the price we shall have to pay if we do rejoin the EU, which I wouldn't be surprised if we don't one of these times. He'll do it. What Starmer will do is he'll do it through the back door, stealthily. Before we know, he'll do it he'll be sneaky about it. And by the time we've found out that we're back in the EU again, it'll be too late to do anything about it. If we do rejoin the EU, I'm expecting to see there'll be trouble about it, but if Starmer is obsessed with rejoining the EU, he'll do it. I think what he'll do is he'll probably start negotiating these little deals secretly, and the people of this country won't find out. And if he wins the next election, then you can bet your life that come the next decade, in the start of the 2030s, sometime in the 2030s, we shall be back in the EU again. He'll betray Brexit and the whole country. He'll be a traitor. This is what happens when you vote Labour, because it will happen. I've said it before about us rejoining the EU in the future, and I wouldn't be surprised if we don't. If Labour get their way, Starmer gets his way, we'll be back in the EU again. We shall be once more a member of that corrupt organisation, because it is corrupt. They haven't got the first idea about democracy, how democracy works. All they want to do in the Brussels is create a European superstate. I think not only have we in this country fed up of the EU, that's why we voted to leave, also the other people of Europe are also fed up of the EU, the way they are starting to dictate things to the people of Europe. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't rejoin the EU bit by bit. And of course, what we will also though want to demand is access to our fishing grounds. They've already said that they want access to our fishing grounds. What it means is that if they take all our fish out of our waters, then our own fishermen will be put out of work, will be put out of business. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off, and I'll see you all again in another